Gently taking a big breath in all together, letting the eyes flutter closed, and letting out the breath. Just being present here, landing in this space together. Taking another breath in. And as you exhale, bringing to mind something that you're grateful for. It could be a relationship that makes you so happy, a moment with a family member, a really delicious smoothie. Doesn't have to be anything big. And from this space of gratitude, allowing an intention to come to mind for you. What sort of energy do you want to carry over the next 90 minutes together? How do you want to show up for yourself? How do you want to exist in this space? Noticing without judgment. Allowing this to flow through you without using any force. And breathing into that. Letting it out. Another breath in. And on the exhale, feeling yourself relax. Beautiful. Allowing your eyes to flutter open whenever you're ready. For me, a big reason why I've been attracted to breathwork is some similarities between the experience of breathwork and the experience that I have on the dance floor. So oftentimes at a festival, I'll go in and there's some problem or situation or next step that's just eluding me. And I'm thinking about it, I'm chewing on it, and I just can't get to a satisfactory spot. But what often happens for me is that I get so present, I get so in the moment that everything else just sort of fades away around me when I'm dancing. And then the answer just sort of like appears. It doesn't come from someone else. It doesn't come from conscious thought or rationality. It just sort of arises from the depths, from the subconscious, from your higher self, whatever you want to call it. And so my intention today is to hold the space for your own wisdom to start to come through. So it's not about my voice, it's really about your voice and giving yourself the presence and the clarity to hear your own wisdom. Because I truly believe that all the answers that you need already live within you in some way, shape, or form. It's just a matter of figuring out how to access them underneath all the layers of societal programming and conscious rationality and all that stuff. So really excited to have you here today. When we talk about the year of the snake, it's a lot about shedding and letting go. And a lot of us have let go of things already this year. And as I was putting together this session, I was calling in people who have one last thing to let go of. And I think that includes me too. I'm excited to record this and do it tomorrow myself. But this is really a space to identify that last thing that doesn't need to come with you into this next year. Those final beliefs or patterns that are not serving you and are just not part of your true self. So how we'll do this today, I'll talk for a couple more minutes. Then we're going to stand up, we're going to do a shaking song. This isn't about like dancing or having something that looks good. It's really just about like free movement and finding areas of tension and just shaking them out and releasing them. Then after that, we're going to do 5 rounds of breath work. These are going to be more energizing rounds to start to build energy for yourself, start to get to that point of clarity. And then I'll guide you through a visualization where we're going to take the energy that we've built and use it to have this like moment of presence, this moment of clarity. And then finally, after that visualization, there will be about 10 minutes where I'm not going to be saying anything. And this is really your integration time. So I really encourage you to just stay where you are and to be with that experience. Because so often we move through life, one experience to another, and like our body can't catch up with all the things that are going on. So the integration is just time for you to be, for you to sit with the experience. And I promise, even if you don't remember everything that you experienced, the reality of that will live inside you forever. So don't worry or ruminate or say like, oh, I need to write this down or I won't remember. Even if you don't consciously remember, it still lives within you. So just trust that. After that, I'll bring us all back to this space. I have a couple suggested journaling prompts, and I'll try to leave some time at the end for any sharing, stories, words that you want to share with each other. Any questions about the overall structure before I say more about the breathing? Perfect. Okay. So as we breathe today, I'm going to encourage you to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. This is really great for like functional conscious breathing. Your nose is going to filter and moisten and warm your air, and breathing out through the mouth allows you to control the timing a little bit better. The other thing that I'll want you to keep in mind is to try to use your diaphragm. So if you put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and take a breath in, really imagine that hand on your belly expanding while the hand on your chest stays still. So taking a breath in, letting it out. Great, another one in, letting it out. And now try filling your belly and then your chest, belly, chest, and letting it out, chest, belly. Another one kind of like that, in. Beautiful. And as we breathe, I really encourage you to use the diaphragm. It doesn't have to be perfect. This can definitely be a process, getting in touch with your diaphragm, especially if you are more used to breathing into your chest. And know that if you are breathing more into your chest, that can start to create a feeling of anxiety. Nothing to be afraid of, it's just some correlations in the brain between chest breathing and anxiety. So if that does arise for you, just notice it. Remind yourself that you're choosing to breathe in a certain way. There's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be anxious about, and you're safe to relax. So as we're doing these songs, we're going to start out every song with a 4 count in, 4 count out. This is your earth breath, this is your home base breath. If you do earth breath the entire session, you'll probably still experience something. So don't be afraid to come back to this at any point if the breathing becomes too much, if what you're experiencing becomes too much, earth breath is your best friend. After earth breath, we'll move into water, which is 2 counts in, 2 counts out. Air breath, which is 1 count in, 1 count out. And then we'll end every song with a few seconds of breath of fire, which is just in and out through your nose as fast as you can. And I encourage you to find a speed where you can still feel your diaphragm with every exhale. So if you put your hand on your belly and your chest again and practice this, it's a little bit like this. It can feel a little bit awkward at first, but just find a speed that works for you. Practice using the diaphragm and just kind of have fun with the fire breath, because we're not going to ever be there for too long. And it's a great, like, just sort of finisher type of breath. After that, I'll have everyone take a big inhale in. We'll hold at the top with full lungs for a few seconds. This is a chance too, if you would like to find like a squeeze of your muscles. This can help move some of the energy, move some of your cerebral spinal fluid into your brain. And it's just about experimenting there. And then this is the most important part. After that hold, I want you to exhale and make a humming sound through your nose. So it's a little bit like this. And you really want to exhale for as long as you can. And that hum is important because it is a really good safety signal. So we're going to be adding sort of energy through the breath. And when you hum at the end, it's a way of telling your body that this energy is safe for you to hold. So I really encourage you to do that. And as we move throughout the songs, it might also feel good to let out some sort of other sound instead of a hum. And I'll add some reminders about that too. Okay, that was a lot of information. I'm going to be guiding you through every step of the way. But are there any questions about that? No questions. Okay. In terms of what you might experience, whenever we work with the breath, we're really working with the nervous system. So you can have a lot of different experiences within your body. You can have temperature changes, feeling warm, feeling cold, auditory changes. I often get a tinnitus type sound, visual effects, lights, colors, images. You can feel very heavy or very light. And there's really no right or wrong to any of these. It's just a matter of where your body's at today, where your breath is at today. And another very common feeling is a feeling of buzzing or tingling, especially in your fingers or your feet or around your mouth. And if this escalates, it can cause something called tetany, where you feel almost like involuntary muscle contractions, feeling like you've got like lobster claws or T-Rex arms. This can be a little bit disconcerting. I experienced it for the first time when I was doing my training. But there's really nothing to be afraid of with this. It's just involuntary muscle clenching. And if you slow your breath down, that sensation will start to go away. And that's really true for all of these different experiences. If it ever becomes too uncomfortable or too much, all you have to do is slow down your breath and it will start to dissipate. As we work through these things, it's also common to feel emotions come up, especially if you often move through life quickly and you don't always have time to feel everything that you would like to feel. This happens for me quite a bit, where I have like surges of emotion related to some other experience. And if it feels accessible for you, I do invite you to feel those emotions. This is really a safe space. You're hopefully at home or in another place that feels really comfortable for you. And so this is an opportunity to laugh, cry, scream, yell, whatever you need to do. That has been so cathartic for me, so I really encourage you to allow yourself to feel that if you're able to. So a few tips: relax, don't think, just focus on your breath as much as you're able to. Focus on the music, take deep breaths. If any distractions come up, just sort of allow those to be there. They're part of your experience, and just notice how you feel and try not to put too much effort into changing them. And throughout this whole experience, you're always in control. So I'm going to be cueing different types of breath, moving through every song, but you're always in control of every breath. And that's really a key part of this experience, is making every breath a conscious choice. So if at any point you're like, this isn't working for me, go back to your earth breath, go back to your typical everyday breath, and know that that is encouraged and completely part of this experience. Okay, I think that's all I have. Any questions before we get started with our shaking song? Okay, perfect. All right, you can start to stand up, find your eye mask if you have that, and if not, just close your eyes, and we will get started. All right, starting to turn a little bit inward, finding some movement. Maybe a little bounce of the feet or a little run in place. Starting to wake up the arms. Maybe finding a little shake of the head, shake of the wrists. Great job, just getting into it here. Go for it. Maybe finding a little wiggle of the hips, of the shoulders, of the legs. Letting yourself feel a little goofy, letting yourself smile. This is really a space to let go and to let go of some of your own self-judgment about how something might look. You're not made to just be looked at all the time. Some things are just meant for you to experience. Making any sounds that feel good, maybe a little woo. Seeing if anything in your hips needs a little love. Anything in your shoulders. Unclenching your jaw. Seeing if you can move some part of your body that you don't normally move while you're dancing. Maybe it's your rib cage, or your neck, or your shoulders. Amazing. You only have about 30 seconds left, so find whatever feels good and go for it. Great job finding stillness here. Taking a big breath in, reaching your arms overhead. And letting it out with a big sigh. Amazing. Finding your way down into your comfortable laying down position. Getting cozy here. You've got plenty of time. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little looser. Got out some of the wiggles, some of the tension. Maybe felt a little silly. Bonus points if you felt silly at least twice. And now, is there anything you could do to get 10% more comfortable? Great. And just starting to find your breath as we go into this first song. Trusting yourself here. Joining me in that earth breath. In 2, 1. In 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Out. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Using this song as a chance to get comfortable with this breath, get comfortable with counting to the music. In 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. Moving to our water breath. In 3, 2, 1. In 2, out. 2. In 2, out. 2. In, out. In 2, out. 2. In 2, out. 2. Great job. Moving to our first air breath. In 2, 1. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Keep going and just see how this feels for you. The first air breath always takes the most effort, the most focus. I'm right here with you. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. In, out, in, out. Great job, you've got this. Just a few more here. Moving to our first breath of fire, you're going to breathe in and out just through the nose. Out, 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 out. Just focusing on the exhale, the inhale will just happen all by itself. Giving yourself grace here, we're just experimenting. Great job. Taking a big breath in. Holding at the top. Noticing how it feels to hold with full lungs. Maybe finding a little squeeze of your hands or of your feet or of your pelvic floor. Great job. And now exhaling with a big hum out through the nose. And at the bottom of this exhale, you can either hold on empty or return to your normal breath, taking a moment here to recover. Great job. First song in the books. Finding the breath at your own pace here as we move into this next song.
What's it like to wake up with those voices in your head over and over again? Is it hard to carry all the poison?
Joining me in the earth breath in 3, 2, 1, and in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, out. Last one in, out. Moving to our water breath. In, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going. Moving to our air breath in 2, 1. In, out, 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 in, out. Feeling into this, you've got it. Knowing that you can hold this energy, that it's safe for you. Letting your breath be your anchor here. Letting everything else fade away. Moving to our breath of fire in 2, 1. Focusing on your exhales, letting the inhales happen all by themselves. Going at a pace where you can still feel your diaphragm on every exhale. Great job. Taking a big breath in. Filling yourself all the way up, belly and then chest, holding at the top. Maybe finding a squeeze of your muscles, your glutes, your abs. Just a few more seconds. And exhaling with a hum. Finding your breath here. Taking a moment to recover. Joining me in the earth breath. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2. Moving to our water breath. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. Keep it up, you got it. Out, 2. In, 2, 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 out, 2. Moving to our air breath in 2, 1. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Trusting yourself here. This is safe. Your emotions are safe for you to hold, safe for you to express. Just a few more. Moving to our breath of fire on the drop. Moving to breath of fire. Noticing if this feels any easier than your first one. Amazing. Taking a big breath in. Filling yourself all the way up from the bottom of your toes to the top of your head. And finding a squeeze here. Holding for just a few more seconds. You've got plenty of oxygen. And exhaling with a hum. Recovering here. Finding your breath. Noticing how you feel without judgment. Taking some breaths at your own pace as we go into this next song.
I never trust a narcissist, but they love me. So I play them like a violin, and I make it look oh so easy. Cause for every lie I tell them, they tell me 3.
Joining me in the earth breath.
This is how the world works. Now all
In 3, 2, 1, and in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, out, 2. Moving to our water breath. In, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2, in, 2, out, 2. You've got it. In, 2, out, 2.
So I fly them all around the world. I let them think they saved me. They never see it coming. What I do next. This is how the world works. You gotta leave before you get left. I can feel the flames on my skin. He says don't throw away a good thing, but if he drops my name, then I owe him nothing. And if he spends my change, then he had it coming.
Moving to our air breath. In 3, 2, 1, and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Trusting that you've got the rhythm here. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Just a few more seconds. This energy is your power. It's your strength. It's what you've always had within you. Moving to our breath of fire. In 2, 1. Letting this fire extinguish and burn any part of you that has been holding you back, the voices of other people that you've been collecting. Taking a big breath in. On this hold, feeling your strength, maybe giving yourself a hug. And on this exhale, making any noise that feels good. Beautiful. Taking some breaths here at your own pace as we move into our last song of conscious breathing. Joining me in the earth breath. In 3, 2, 1, and in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, Oh, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep going. We're going to be with this earth breath here for a moment. Allowing this earth breath to remind you of all the grounding things you have in your life. The way you spend time in nature, the way you take care of yourself. Noticing how far you've come here. Sighing out any last resistance. Knowing that this time that you take for yourself is important, it is necessary, and no one can take it from you. Feeling grateful for yourself, the way you've shown up for yourself this past year. Moving with me to our water breath. In 3, 2, 1. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. Beautiful. Keep it up. This water breath is your cleansing breath. It's also your breath of emotion. Taking these moments with our water breath to get so present with how you're feeling. To notice any thoughts that are still there. Letting this breath flow with you. Keep it up. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. You've got the rhythm. You've got your heartbeat. Trust yourself. Letting this water wash away self-doubt. Letting it wash away ideas that you picked up from other people, from culture, ideas that don't belong to you. ideas that did not come from the loving awareness at your core.
Won't see me cry no tears. Hold on, we're good together. I'll be here. Say that truth is I never care.
Letting it out. Letting it pour from you like water. Moving with me to our air breath. In 3, 2, 1, and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Last air breath of our day together. Moving to our breath of fire in 2, 1. Using this breath to fan the flames of love deep inside you, the love that you have for yourself, the love that you have for this world, the love that you have for the dark spots. And taking a big breath in, filling yourself all the way up. Holding at the top here, squeezing your toes, your calves, your thighs, your glutes, your abs, your chest, your arms, your hands. Holding this for just a few seconds. And when we release, I want you to let out a yell, a scream, a woohoo, whatever needs to exit your body right now. Incredible. Holding on empty or finding your breath here. And in this space, allow yourself to recall a recent experience or interaction that felt challenging or difficult. This could be any experience that created friction, strain, or fear. Allow yourself to sit with this experience without trying to change it. Can you name the emotion you're feeling? Is it shame, self-doubt, or fear? What might this experience be here to teach you today? Has this feeling appeared in other areas of your life? Has this feeling shaped any beliefs or stories you tell about yourself, others, or the world? Do these beliefs still feel true to you? If not, it's time to let them go. As you breathe in, visualize these beliefs like smoke throughout your body. And as you exhale, imagining them floating away, being absorbed by the earth, by the divine light, by any being that can carry them for you. Letting go of this not self. And thinking back to that challenging experience, if you could rewrite the story, how would it go? What beliefs about yourself, others, and the world would support this new story? Noticing how these beliefs feel in your body. If you feel lighter, more in tune, centered, like your gravity's been restored. And from this space, bring to mind a moment from this past year when you felt so grateful to be alive. Might have been time out in nature, laughing with your friends, seeing the sunlight peeking through the trees, allowing this moment to be complete and present. Noticing how this gratitude feels in your body, and allowing yourself to express however feels good. With every inhale, feeling this gratitude growing, and with every exhale, extending it throughout your body, throughout your room, your home, your city, this world, all the darkness of space. Can't stand a chance against gratitude.
Just breathe. 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 Just breathe.
Everything feels like it's just falling apart, and the pressure becomes so intense. Every door feels like it's closing. Nothing's moving forward. That is the moment before your greatest alignment. This squeeze is not here to just break you. It is here to shape you, to pull you out of the old timelines. And you're not breaking down as much as you are being broken open. This is a phase of massive clearing for you. It's a stripping away of anything that cannot support the magnitude of the life that you have been calling in for yourself. And it can feel like a bunch of chaos, but it's actually a massive recalibration, realignment. So the moment you feel the most lost, the moment you feel the most broken, is the moment you are closest to alignment. The moment everything feels so uncertain is the doorway into your massive expansion. That your breakthrough is already on its way. So what's coming is bigger than your vision. So much bigger than that. Bigger than your plan. Bigger than what you thought was possible.
Open your heart.
If you feel like you're in the void right now, like in between your old identity timeline and the new one, where the pain, the heaviness, the fears, or any of those feelings you might be having that feel like so contracting, and it's like you're in between the worlds of where you know your soul's calling you to, but you're not quite there yet, and you're being sat down by the universe and told to trust, but you're not sure how and it's not happening yet, you're in a very sacred place. And you're being taught the one consciousness and energy that you have been needing to give to yourself and allow yourself to experience the most, which is unconditional love. Allow yourself to be in that stillness with those emotions as they alchemize into this beautiful love, a love for yourself that you can now share and help others do the same. You become loving awareness. Open your heart. You are being broken open. This is such a sacred place to be. And so take a moment to see yourself, how far you have come already, and how you have evolved already. And that is exactly what's happening right now. So open your heart. You're not the same as you were before. And your reality is not going to be the same.
Taking a deep breath in and letting it all out. Noticing where your body is connected to the surface below you. Feeling every point of contact. The ones that feel good and the ones that don't. Feeling the air on your skin. And as you feel ready, starting to find some movement, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, maybe moving your head side to side or taking a big stretch like you just woke up. To one side whenever you feel like it's time. Thanking yourself for going on this crazy journey of life, for taking the time to have new experiences. And when that feels complete, finding your way back to a seated position, removing your eye mask if you're currently using one. And I've got some journaling prompts here. So if you've got some pen and paper or any sort of writing device that's available to you, we'll take about 10 minutes to do some journaling. I've also pulled some cards for everyone, so I'll be sending those in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been an honor to share this space with you. And on Tuesday, we're doing another class, but it'll be different from this one. It's very restful, restorative, and it's a great way to kick off your year of the horse, if you will. I do have a quick slide if you want to take a look at that info. But I'll stick around if anyone else wants to chat. But otherwise, have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I hope to see you soon.